Last light flickers above the bar. Morning's close, but still too far. I count my sins in an empty cup, wondering when I'll give up. Last light buys me time. One more song, one more line. If the night won't let me go, last light lets me stay slow. Bartender knows not to ask. He's seen this face behind the mask. Every chord I play tonight tries to make the wrong feel right. When the sun comes breaking in, it'll find me where I've been. But until the truth arrives, this last light keeps me last light buys me time to pretend I'm doing fine. When the dark finally resigns, I'll walk out with what's mine. Last light fades. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you might walk in once more. The bed feels colder than before. Empty room, silent heart. Your coffee cup, your fading scent. A life I never meant to end. The clock keeps time, but time won't stop. Empty room, silent heart. Empty room, talk to walls that never reply. Pour my tears into the night. Every word I never said lies awake inside my head. Empty room, silent heart, loneliness tearing me apart. I give it all just to restart this empty room, this silent heart. If walls could speak, they beg me to stay. But even memories fade away. All that's left is the dark of an empty room. Silent heart. Silent heart. Walk alone where the street lights bend, talking to myself like an old friend. Every window shows a life I knew. Every step feels one too few. Storefront glass reflects my face. A man out of time, out of place. Your shadow keeps my pace tonight, on streets that don't forgive or guide. Every corner knows my name. Every road feels just the same. These are streets of solitude. Love gets lost and truth gets used. I don't ask why, I don't intrude. I just walk these streets of solitude. Sirens hum like distant prayers. No one's listening, no one cares. A light of smoke, let the night decide which part of me still wants to try. I've learned how silence sounds when you're the last soul around. Yeah, streets of solitude, every promise overdue. I carry what I can undo down these streets of solitude. Some hearts break loud, some break slow. Mine just learned to walk alone. No destination, no excuse, just streets of solitude. These are streets of solitude. They taught me what I can't refuse. I lost you once, but I found the truth on these streets of solitude. Footsteps fade, I keep moving. Midnight bar on a nameless street, broken stools and tired feet. Every face has got a scar here in the midnight bar. Bartender pours without a word. He's heard every lie ever heard. Every drink's a memoir, tales from the midnight bar. Nobody's clean, nobody's proud. We all get quiet when the jukebox sounds. Tales from the midnight bar, broken love and who we are. We drink to forget, we drink to remember. Tales from the midnight bar. Man in the corner hums a tune. Lost his wife sometime last June. Girl by the door wears borrowed scars. Same old tales, same old bar. Different faces, same regret. Every soul's in debt. Tales from the midnight bar, where no one's ever gone too far. We raise our glass to who we were. track vinyl, skipping beat. We don't need truth, we don't need stars. Just one more tale from the bar. Find the bar. We'll leave these tales at the bar. Last call rings, chairs on tables, silence stays. Smoke hangs low where your coat once lay. It drifts like it's trying to stay away. Every curl finds a space you feel, like the air itself refuses to heal. Smoke learns your shape in the amber light. Every breath draws you back tonight. I chase your outline, but it won't behave. Smoke learns your shape, then slips away. Ashtray whispers what I won't say. Love burns slow, then burned away. I wave my hand, you disappear, but the ache still hangs right here. Smoke learns your shape, then breaks apart, like all the promises in my heart. I hold the flame, I hold the blame. Smoke learns your shape, forgets my name. If memory was honest, it would fade, but it lies like smoke, half made. It dances close, then turns to gray, never leaves, never stays. Bartender sighs, another round. He's seen this trick, he knows the sound. I talk to air like it understands, tracing you with trembling hand. Smoke learns your shape again and again, till I can't tell, lost from there. If loving you was my escape, then smoke is all that's left of shade. Smoke, still breathing you. Still breathing you. Your voice still whispers in my sleep, secrets I was meant to keep. Every road leads back to you. Every truth feels half untrue. Moonlight falls across my chest, where your head once found its rest. Now I'm lying here alone, with shadows carved into my bones. Shadows on the heart won't fade. They call your name in quiet ways. I've tried to run, I've tried to stop, but love leaves shadows on the heart. I hear your laugh in crowded rooms, feel your absence like a wound. Every touch I try to fake just reminds me of the ache. Shadows on the heart remain, like whiskey burns inside my veins. No matter how Shadows on the heart stay strong. They hum your tune in every song. Even now when we're apart, I live with shadows on the heart. Empty bar stools, closing time. Your shadow still drinks with mine. Ashtrays full of half-spoken lies. Same old room, different nights. Bartender nods like he knows every heart that comes and goes. Your name still carved in wood where my better judgment stood. Some nights leave too soon, some never do. Empty bar stools, broken views, nothing left here to lose. I raise my glass to what we were. Empty bar stools, that's the truth. Jukebox hums a tired song, says I've been holding on too long. I don't wait, I don't move, just let the silence choose. Every laugh fades too fast, every love becomes a past. Empty bar stools, lonely signs, last call echoes in my mind. I don't curse, I don't accuse. Empty bar stools, me and you. Love's a sea, it's long been gone. Still I sit till the break of dawn. candle low. Some goodbyes don't say hello. I tip my hat to what we knew. Empty bar stools, empty truths, chairs on tables, lights go blue.
The room was thick with memories, a haze of yesterday. Every corner's filled with words I didn't get to say. The air is gray and heavy, hard to see and hard to breathe. A tangled web of sorrow that my lonely fingers weave. But on the table, standing tall against the coming night, there's a single steady candle punching a hole in the fading light. Just a candle in the smoke, a tiny fragile flame. The only thing that's clear enough to still call out your name. It flickers and it dances, so brave and so alone. A golden burning memory in a house that's not a home. Yeah, a single candle in the smoke, trying hard to shine. Smoke, it curls around it, tries to choke its little spark. Like all my doubts and worries that own the lonely dark, it melts the wax like teardrops. They roll in hard and slow, a testament to everything I had to let go. I watch it burning lower, and I hold my breath in fear. 'Cause when it's gone, I know for sure there'll be no light in here. Just a candle in the smoke, a tiny fragile flame. The only thing that's clear enough to still call out your name. It flickers and it dances, so brave and so alone. A golden burning memory in a house that's not a home. Yeah, a single candle to shine. Curtains drawn so tight, smoke hanging in the light. I've been strumming 3 chords since you left. Nothing left, just regret. Curtains drawn, I'm here alone, playing pain I've always known. Curtains drawn, this blues my own, under a backroom tone. Your perfume still haunts the air, mixed with whiskey and despair. Each night repeats the same refrain, every note still calls your name. If walls could weep, they'd cry for me, echoing what used to be. Curtains drawn, the light is gone, but the song plays on and on. Into Boston, roll where to go. Into Boston, nowhere to go. Top drawer of the dresser, underneath a stack of shirts, lies a folded piece of paper that knows just how much it hurts. Your handwriting's a little shaky, the ink is slightly blurred from a teardrop that fell on your final written word. I know I shouldn't read it, I know the words by heart, the ones that tore my world apart. It's just a letter in a drawer, but it feels more like a ghost. The I will always love you that hurts the very most. A paper thin reminder of a promise and a lie, folded up so neatly where I let my feelings die. I close the drawer so softly, but I can't close out the pain. The letters, words fall down on me like a cold and steady rain. Paper's worn and fragile now along the heavy seams. From all the nights I've opened it to poison all my dreams. I trace your name there at the bottom, a final soft caress, and wonder how such gentle words can make such a heavy mess. I should burn it, I should rip it, I should set the memory free. But that letter in the drawer is all I have left of you and me. It's just a letter in a drawer, but it feels more like a ghost. The I will always love you that hurts the very most. A paper-thin reminder of a promise and a lie, folded up so neatly where I let my feelings die. I close the drawer so softly, but I can't close out the pain. The letters, words fall down on me like a cold and steady rain. Morning comes unwelcome, reluctant, hazy gray. There's a blessed second after waking, before I start the day. Well, my mind is still in pieces, the truth is still asleep. Before the weight of memory gets a promise it can't keep. But then I swing my legs around from the warmth inside my bed to face the day that's awaiting and the lonely road ahead. And the first touch is the coldest. It's a truth I can't deny. It's the hiss of skin on hardwood. It's a silent, sharp goodbye. That cold shoots through my ankles and it climbs right up my spine. A sudden, cruel reminder that this new reality is mine. It's more than just the temperature. It's more than just the wood. It's the feeling of a foundation that's no longer understood. This ain't just bare feet on a cold floor. It's my soul waking up to the news. It's the first step of a
these unforgiving blues. The warmth was just a memory, the dream was just a lie, and the cold hard truth is waiting with the rising of the sky. Every single morning, it's the price I have to pay. Bare feet on a cold floor to start another day. Footstep a quiet creep in the language of a loneliness too powerful to speak. I'm tracing out the borders of this empty space I own, making coffee for a ghost and drinking it alone. The sun can rise, the birds can sing, the world can start to spin, but my day begins with this cold shock where the emptiness gets in. This ain't just bare feet on a cold floor, it's my soul waking up to the news. It's the first step of a long walk with these unforgiving blues. The warmth was just a memory, the dream was just a lie, and the cold hard truth is waiting with the rising of the sky. Every single morning, it's the price I have to pay. Bare feet on a cold floor to start another day. Went through my old coat pocket looking for a buck or two, and my fingers closed around a forgotten piece of you. It wasn't much, just cardboard folded, bent and thin, from the Blue Moon Bar and Grill where we let our story begin. The strikers worn and useless, the matches are all gone, but the memory of that first night is still burning strong. It's just a faded matchbook, but it takes me back in time to your laugh across the table, sweeter than cheap wine. Yeah, a faded matchbook with your number on the back, a souvenir from a love that somehow jumped right off the track. And it don't hold no fire now, but Lord, I can't throw it away. I remember you were talking, and I couldn't help but stare at the way the low light caught the golden colors in your hair. I was nervous, so I grabbed it little paper prize, and you took my pen and smiled with that sparkle in your eye. Call me sometime, you said softly. Didn't know what it would start. How a faded matchbook could strike a fire in my heart. It's just a faded matchbook, but it takes me back in time. To your laugh across the table, sweeter than cheap wine. Yeah, a faded matchbook with your number on the back. A souvenir from a love that somehow jumped right off the track. And it don't hold no fire now, but Lord, I can't throw it away.
The sun is getting weary, bleeding orange on the wall, putting on its final show before the darkness takes it all. I'm sitting by the window, my guitar across my knees, counting every shadow that is painted by the trees. Another day is over, another one is lost, paid for with a currency of memory and cost. And the last light is slipping, slipping through the pain, whispering a goodbye, just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing, nowhere left to go. The colors start to deepen from a gold to purple gray. The final stubborn sunbeam doesn't want to go away. It reminds me of your leaving, how you lingered at the door, how you looked back one last time, then you weren't there anymore. And just like that it's over, the day has lost its fire, and I'm surrendered fully to the mercy of the night. And the last light is slipping, slipping through the pain, whispering a goodbye, just like the coming rain. Yeah, the last light is slipping, soft and sad and slow, leaving me with nothing and nowhere left to go. curtain drawn so tight, smoke hanging in the light. I've been strumming 3 chords since you left. Nothing left, just regret. Curtains drawn, I'm here alone, playing pain I've always known. Curtains drawn, this blues my own, under a backroom tone. Your perfume still haunts the air, mixed with whiskey and despair. Each night repeats the same refrain, every note still calls your name. If walls could weep, they'd cry for me, echoing what used to be. Curtains drawn, the light is gone, but the song plays on and on. But the song plays on and on. But the song plays on and on.
One light in the hall, shining low, shadows cross where you used to go. Each note I play is a quiet plea for the way things used to be. One light in the hall, won't let go. One light in the hall still glows, guiding me through the empty walls where our laughter used to fall. Bass hums deep like the night's own breath. Drums tap soft on the floor of death. I follow echoes down the hall, waiting for your call. Ooh, light in the hall, won't let go. One light in the hall still glows. Every whisper in the air feels like you're still standing there. But when the dawn begins to crawl, only these shadows fill the hole.
by the station, waited for your smile, but the last train's gone for quite a while. Cold rails humming under yellow light. No train tonight, no train tonight. No love in sight, just me and this brittle light. Tickets spent, platforms bare. No train, no prayer. Rain in the gutter, boots on stone. I play these blues for love overthrown. If iron wheels could turn back time, I'd ride your heart to mine. Signal swings and settle still. Timetables bend to someone's will, but not to mine. No wrong made right. No train tonight. Train tonight, no train tonight. On the bedside table, a moment saved from time. A summer afternoon when your whole world was mine. Your smile is frozen gold, your eye captured sunbeams are a perfect silent testament to a beat within my heart. It was a careless photograph, a moment we didn't plan. Now it's the only solid ground in all this sinking sand. But the silver of the frame has long since turned to gray. In the corner where it sits has forgotten the light of day. The picture is of heaven, but it lives inside this hell. A beautiful story that only this dark room can tell. It doesn't see the whiskey glass or the shadows on the wall. It only knows that perfect day before the autumn fall, and you're trapped inside that memory. through a lens of lonely blue. It's a picture of forever held inside a midnight frame, where the silence of the present breathes a whisper of your name. It's a beautiful ghost that haunts me. Your light choose to see a heaven that I can't let go, that's slowly killing me. Sometimes I turn it face down to give my poor heart a rest, but the absence of your smile somehow puts it to the test. So I turn it back and let it burn, a sweet and welcome pain, a single point of sunlight in an endless freezing rain. It's a map to a place I can't return to anymore, a lock without a key, a ship without a shore, and you're trapped inside that memory, forever young and true. But I'm looking at you now through a lens of lonely blue. It's a picture of forever held inside a midnight frame, where the silence of the present breathes a whisper of your name. It's a beautiful ghost that haunts me, a light I choose to see, a heaven that I can't let go, that's slowly killing me. One last shuffle on the floor before the night closes its door. I'm playing slow to my favorite tune under a fading moon. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass clicks soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze. Curtains breathe while the wind creeps in. Bass hums low like a tired sin. I'll dance these blues till morning's gray, till the pain drifts away. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass
Glass clink soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze. Every footstep counts goodbye, every note a sigh. When dawn appears and lights the bar, I remember who you are. One last shuffle in the midnight haze, holding on to better days. Glass clink soft as the curtain sways. One last shuffle through the maze.
The sky tonight is broken, spilling silver on the glass. Each drop of liquid goes to a moment that were built to pass. They gather into rivers, tracing paths I can't predict. Like every frantic memory, my tired soul is picked. The tapping out of rhythm, a chord I understand, a requiem for promises held tightly in my hand. They race each other downward like hurried panic tears, a finish line of sorrow that's been building up for years. Some are slow and heavy, clinging on with all their might, reflecting the distorted glow of a distant street lamp's light. Each one holds a universe of everything I feel, a storm of glass and water that's too beautiful to be real. And the rain on my window is a mirror and a wall. I see my own reflection standing through it all. The storm outside is howling, but the quiet ones in here, and my face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me for this broken, bleeding heart. The world becomes a watercolor, colors bleed and run. There's no horizon anymore, no moon and no sun, just a curtain made of water and a sound so soft and deep, where the secrets of the lonely are the only ones that keep. And for a moment I'm not lonely, I'm a part of this whole sight, a quiet conversation between the heavens and I. There's a mirror and a wall. I see my own reflection standing through it all. The storm outside is howling, but the quiet one's in here. And my face is superimposed on a world dissolved by fear. This pane of glass between us, it keeps my world apart from a sky that's crying with me for this broken, bleeding heart.
I used to hear that midnight train, a rumble and a whine. It sang a lonely rhythm, down that old state line. Yes, a whistle was a promise of somewhere else to be. But tonight the tracks are sleeping, just as silent as can be. I'm sitting on the back porch, straining just to hear, but the only sound is silence, confirming all my fears. The train gone silent, the whistle doesn't blow. Did it take you with it, baby? I guess I'll never know. Yeah, the train gone silent, and the night is dark and deep. Left a quiet kind of heartache that a soul like mine can't keep. Maybe it broke down somewhere, or maybe it changed its track, or maybe it just knows there ain't no use in coming back. This town is full of ghosts now, this house is full of dread, and every hope I ever had is lying cold and dead. That train was my companion, a mournful moving friend. Now even its sad song has come to an end. The train gone silent, the whistle doesn't blow. Did it take you with it, baby? I guess I'll never know. Yeah, the train gone silent, and the night is dark and deep. Left a quiet kind of heartache that a soul like mine can't keep. shadows on the wall. This quiet room is listening for your footsteps in the hall. The amber light is swimming in this glass I'm holding tight. It's the only warmth I'm feeling on this long and lonely night. The street lamp paints a window on the floorboards pale and thin, but it can't illuminate the darkness I am in. Got a whiskey on my table and the blues inside my head, lying in this silence, wishing I was dead. Each sip is like a memory burning all the way down in this quiet, forgotten corner of a sleepy little town. Yeah, the bottle's getting empty, but the hurt is staying full. This whiskey and these shadows got a hold on my soul. I see you in the patterns that the condensation makes, her smiling blurry vision for my foolish heart's own sake. I raise my glass to nothing, a toast to what is gone, and now I'll keep on sitting here drinking straight on till the dawn. The night feels heavy on me, a blanket made of stone, and this whiskey's the only company I've known. Got a whiskey on my table and the blues inside my head, lying in this silence, wishing I was dead. Each sip is like a memory burning all the way down in this quiet, forgotten corner of a sleepy little town. Yeah, the bottle's getting empty, but the hurt is staying full. There's a whiskey and these shadows got a hold